Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be like my foundation concealer routine of 2016, I guess you could say, since it is my first video. I haven't done my foundation routine ever on my channel, so I figured it'd be a good time to show you guys kind of what I use on an everyday basis and the products I'm loving for my foundation routine. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. So first off, I have just washed my face. I have nothing on it at all. So of course we are going to start with primer. And I've been really liking this lately because I have some fine lines kind of on my forehead. And foundation always sinks into there, so I'm kind of trying some different things to prevent that right now. But I can't seem to find a primer that will help with that. But I have been loving this Maybelline Master Prime Face Studio. It's in 100 Blur and Smooth. I just really like it for underneath my, kind of like my T-zone right here, underneath my eyes, nose, forehead, and chin. That's mostly where I put my primer.
Some of this all over. And it does go on white. To me, it kind of has like a cooling feeling. I don't know if that's just like me, but I feel like it does sometimes. But I feel like it's not very silicone-y, but I also feel it does.
So after primer, we're going to go in with foundation. I've been loving this drugstore foundation lately. I think it may be under $5. It may be like $6. Like, I'm not kidding. It is the Rimmel Match Perfection 24-Hour Moisture Pore Blurring Effect Broad Spectrum SPF 20 foundation. And I mean, on my skin, this definitely has a medium to full coverage, and it is the foundation that is in the blue bottle. I love this stuff. It is amazing. And when it says 24-hour moisture, it's not lying. To me, this foundation goes kind of neck and neck with that L'Oreal Pro Glow. It is so like dewy and glowy and so like hydrating looking. So if you have dry skin, I definitely would pick this up. If you have oily skin, I would stay away unless you want something like this and you have like a really great mattifying primer and powder to pair with it. But it is so hydrating. It is so good. It's full coverage. I just love it. It's easy to apply. The only thing I don't really care for about this is you have to pour it out, which I don't like any foundation. I wish it did have a pump. So I'm just going to pour a good amount on here. It takes forever sometimes to get any of this out. And then using my Real Techniques buffing brush, I'm going to dollop this all over my face with my hand and then buff it out with this brush. When I am buffing this foundation in, I normally don't like to swirl it because I find that it has a hard time kind of blending into your skin like that, and you can get some brush marks. So I mostly just like to kind of like pat it into the skin all around. I may swirl it in here or there, but I mostly just like it to be kind of more patted in. I haven't tried it with a beauty blender yet because it is so hydrating as it is. So I don't know if applying it with a sponge would cause more hydration because a sponge is wet, but I could try it and see. And another reason I really prefer this foundation with this brush is I like how flat this brush is. It's not really too rounded up top. It's more on the flat side. So I feel like using this brush with this foundation and how hydrating it is, really I can sit here and push the foundation in and make it sink in quicker. So as you probably can tell after I have already blended it out and everything, it is a pretty medium to full coverage, depending on what you could classify for medium to full coverage. But to me, this is a lot of coverage on my skin, and you could probably tell just from the natural lighting hitting me, it is extremely glowy. It's probably not picking up as glowy as it is on camera, but it is so glowy in person. And again, I love that, but I normally set my foundations with the powder, so some of the glow will go away. So the concealer I have been loving lately has been this Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I have almost ran out completely of this bad boy because I have used it non-stop. I've taken it with me anytime I've gone anywhere, any trips I've taken. I've used it just at home. I have used it so much, and it's just been a great favorite of mine. It's great for covering up your under eye circles. It's great for covering acne. I love it for all of those reasons. And I'm almost out, but I am in shade 10 Light. I need to pick up another one, but I definitely love this, and I love, how it has the normal doe foot applicator. So I'm just going to apply some of this under my eyes kind of in a triangular shape. And then taking that same Real Techniques brush, we're gonna blend it back out. So after we applied that concealer, you can probably tell I have a pretty full coverage face on. Just looking at this mirror in front of me, I mean, my face looks just completely just like smooth. And I love that. I love how this foundation and concealer combo gives the coverage I want. Also with the hydrating effect, I really like that. So I have been baking my under eyes lately, and I've baked a couple times on camera. I think maybe one video I posted, I maybe baked like once or twice on camera, like I said, but I've been doing a lot off camera because I've been testing out, playing with it, and I've really been liking the Coty Airspun loose face powder for it, and this is in translucent. I've just been using one of these little like beauty sponge wedges because it kind of freaks me out to get my sponge wet and like not have my sponge wet, but like have my beauty blender or Real Techniques sponge wet and then put powder on it, because I feel like that's just not, that's kind of gross to me. I don't know why. I mean, I don't have all the money in the world to just go spend $20 on a beauty blender just to, you know, have it wet and use it with powder and, you know, ruin in the long run. So it kind of freaks me out. So I just use one of those little beauty wedges. I just dump some of the powder into the lid right here, and then I'll get my little sponge, and right on the edge of it, I will get product there, and I will start pushing it into my eye, under my eyes, basically everywhere we put concealer. And now after we put that everywhere that we put concealer and we look a bit crazy, I'm just going to let that sit for like a minute or two. You know, just drink some coffee, have some tea, whatever you want to do. I'll probably end up loving on my animals. But I feel like when I bake my under eye, everything that I did put the concealer, it lasts for so much longer. It looks smoother. It looks way better than just applying, you know, your normal pressed powder or anything like that. It lasts so much longer, especially for me when I go to school. I go to school from 9 in the morning to about 2 in the afternoon. So my concealer and foundation, if I don't bake it or set it or anything with a setting spray or anything like that, come 2 o'clock, it's starting to look a little bit crappy. And that's not just the foundation or anything itself. It's just maybe I didn't set it properly. I wake up at 7 in the morning. Sometimes I don't feel like doing all this, but sometimes I do. But when I do, it definitely pays off in the end and it looks really great. So after that's been setting for a minute or two, we're just going to dust it away. And I'm taking my Morphe E3 brush to dust away all this powder. So after dusting away the powder, you can pretty much tell we have a demi-matte kind of finish to the skin now after setting it. Again, I love this combination of stuff. I will zoom you guys in, that way you can see my face and the foundation just a little better. So like I said, we have more of a demi-matte finish right here, but it is very full coverage. You can just kind of see the outline of that acne pimple thing, little thing I have right there. But it looks really great and I absolutely love this coverage. I love the combination of all of the products, like I said. So I will have all the products mentioned and linked down below, but this is my kind of foundation and concealer routine that I have been doing probably for the past maybe month, 3 weeks or so, and I love it. I love all these products. I love the combination and the kind of after I get using all these products together. Now, like I said, if you have more of oily skin, I probably wouldn't go for this foundation. I think Rimmel may have a different formulation with this like same bottle, but I think it's a red cap. I think it made me matte. Don't quote me on that though. I'm not 100% sure, but I will link all this stuff down below, so make sure to check in the bottom bar. Give this video a big thumbs up so I know you do like these, and I could do some different kind of videos maybe like this. I'll think of something to come up with different things. But subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.